Yeah. All right, time to make. See ya, Cal. Okay, it is time to make my way down this little mountainside here. It's a little bit of a rugged road coming up here. All right, we're back on the road. Away we go. Okay, we're back on the forest roads here. Hunting for a camp. It's a little later in the afternoon than I prefer to be searching for a camp. This part of the national forest, you can't just disperse camp anywhere. You need to camp at a designated site. They're kind of numbered. So I'm going to hope that one of those number sites is open. Okay, I think I scored a spot here. Something about like right here, still get some sun. That'll work. Okay, we're gonna call this a camp. Nice spot here. It is nice and cool up here. We're at about 6,000 feet elevation. I believe the high today here was about 59 degrees. Low is supposed to be, I think, 40 tonight. So a little cool, which is very welcome. It's getting warmer down in the lower lands in southern Arizona, so I am slowly moving my way, well, not slowly, but I'm moving my way through northern Arizona, gonna get into Utah, so probably hang out here for a few days. This is actually a much bigger site than I really need, but like I said, I don't want to risk someone grabbing this site and I continue on and there's nothing available, so we'll take it. All right, well, I managed to get settled into camp here. I actually moved sites. It's across the way here. It's a little drive, and it's actually two sites right next to each other. I didn't realize that when I pulled in there, and I didn't want to risk someone else pulling in there and joining me, so I came across the way here. This site opened up. So I got a very nice site here. Get plenty of sun on the solar panels. I did set up my outdoor tent there. I'm going to have to run into town tomorrow, so I wanted to have a placeholder here. I'm going to try to stay through the weekend. So yeah, I'm going to get settled in here and relax. Been on the road most of the day, getting errands done, so it's time to just kick back. Well, we are waking up to another beautiful morning in camp this morning. Very calm and peaceful. It was very quiet here last night. I'm going to try to get out early this morning. When I was out on my mountain bike yesterday, I discovered a trailhead up the road that has a loop trail. It's about 9.5 miles, almost 10 miles for the full loop, but it gets you up to one of the summits. Supposed to be really good views up there. Well, popular trail, I guess. A lot is full up. Of course, it is a Saturday morning. Should have done this yesterday. Okay, we're doing this Grom Creek Loop Trail. Can go either way because it's a loop, but it looks like it's 3.5 miles, but a steeper climb to the mountain lookout if you go clockwise, 6 miles to the mountain lookout, but I read that it's less of an incline. So I like to do the steep climb rather than decline, so I'm gonna go clockwise. See what kind of views we get up there. Beautiful morning for a hike, nice and cool. I think the high is only supposed to be 72 or so today. It's clear now. Forecast is showing it's going to cloud over, but forecasts are often wrong. Let's do this. Okay, we've climbed about 500 feet in about 1.5 miles. It's starting to open up to some views here. Just a beautiful day, jeez. Well, I made it to the top. Looks like I can go up just a little bit further, and there's a fire lookout tower. Not sure if it's currently manned right now or not. And it looks like there is a forest road coming up here. I'm not sure if this is open to the public. I'd assume so, due to this sign being here. Got picnic tables, some charcoal grills, and there is a vault toilet up here. Was not expecting that. These are all Forest Service vehicles. That's why I'm curious whether or not it's open to the public. They're doing some thing out here, preparing for some prescribed burns, probably next year in the future. Well, you can climb right up on the fire tower staircase, but it is locked. I did read that if it is manned when you come up here, they welcome visitors to go up in and check it out, if there's actually someone there. But you can get up the second flight of the stairs and get a nice 360 view. Prescott Valley over here. Pretty awesome. Looks like you can see a little lake down there. Oh, hawk flying by, probably won't show up. Pretty cool. All right, I'm going to take a little snack break up here at the tower. Okay, break time is over. I've still got another 6 miles to go to complete this loop. I could backtrack and do an out and back, so it'd be another 3.5 miles back for a total of 7. But for 2 more miles, I can see all new trail and just do a complete loop. So I'm going to do the loop, 6 more miles to go. Let's do it. Five and a half miles down, 4 more to go. Well, this end of the loop here, I'm on the other side of the mountain, and this hillside is dominated mostly by oak trees, whereas the other side coming up was mostly pines. Well, I was trucking down the trail, keeping up a pretty good pace, and I saw a little offshoot trail, and something caught my eye. First thing I saw was these blooms over here, which the first I've seen. I do not believe these are native by any means. And then I saw the top of the roof of this old shack. So it looks like at certain times of year there's a creek that runs by here. So I'd assume whoever was in this shack probably planted these trees. I don't know what those are. Maybe a fruit tree or berry tree of some sort. You can see the old mud packed in there. Looks like there was a wood stove or something at one point, some remnants of that. There's a little fire pit in here now, but pretty small, big enough to stand up in, but a good little shack for one person or two if you're friendly. I notice up front here, it's got a tin roof on it. But up front there's some interesting siding of sorts. They cross-hatched these pieces of wood and packed mud into them. I'm going to get down close to the blooms, that tree that's blooming, and see if I can figure out what it is. Yeah, so pretty. I believe this is a cherry plum tree. Looks like there was a few of them planted here. is all, whatever, I believe that's blackberry. And looks like there's probably certain times of the year a little waterfall down these rocks. Really neat. Well, this is the first signs of water that I've seen. This must be the Groom Creek, as this is the Groom Creek Trail. Not much flowing though. Home sweet home, made it. Like 9.7 miles, 2,000 feet elevation gain. Me elapsed time 4 hours and 13 minutes. That's with my break and stopping for video and pictures. Well, I used my clam tent as a placeholder and thankfully no one stole it. Took my spot. Well, that was a really nice hike. Oh, it feels good to get all this stuff off though, get into the sandals. Yes. Got my home base right here with me. Life is good. Okay, it is time to get some dinner going. I am actually extremely hungry. I've had this seasoned pork loin in my fridge for a few days. It was frozen, I defrosted it. So I am gonna do a pressure cooker meal because I don't feel like doing much prep. It's super easy to do. Going straight in the crock pot with some water, and because it's already seasoned, it'll kind of make its own broth with the water that I add. I will have it in the pressure cooker for probably about 20 minutes. Got my little water bottle here with the electric pump. I'm reaching over to fill up. Got enough water in there to just kind of cover those. Oh, yeah, the wind really picked up today. If I can get that going without the wind. Yeah, if I just close that door a little bit. So I've got these Dutch yellow baby potatoes, Dutch baby yellows, that I am just going to cut into some smaller chunks, just so they're kind of bite size. So I am kind of looking at forecasts in areas that I want to go travel to in Utah. Next week's kind of a heat wave in a lot of places, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to handle that. Don't want to go right into 90-degree weather if I don't have to, because it's supposed to cool down in another week or so. But my time is limited before I start my seasonal job here for spring, so I want to make the best of it. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle that. Okay, I think it's time. I heard that depressurize. Kind of just check the weight. Yep. Good to go. Plenty of water in there. So I'm just going to drop these potatoes in. Fresh cracked pepper. Smoked paprika. You know what the heck? I'm going to go in with some cilantro as well. And those chili flakes, just a few for a little flavor. I don't want it to be super spicy. Mix up those seasonings. Ooh, that smoked paprika smells delicious. Feels like the wind is dying down a little bit. It'd be nice to have a campfire tonight if you have a little bit of firewood. Okay, it is salad time. I've got a little collection of goodies here. Nice big red radish, orange sweet pepper, little small cucumber here, and some green cabbage. That's going to be my salad. I think I'm just going to cut these into little thin pieces. Okay, we've got some nice fresh cucumber. Do this sweet pepper. Try to do this cabbage super finely. And this all can't be ready soon enough. I am hungry. Okay, use this little bowl right here. Some sweet pepper on there, cucumber. Oh, this is gonna be a good salad. Refreshing. Top it off with a little red radish. Just gonna kind of dice up this radish here, a little crunch. Oh yeah, nice healthy amount of radish there. Dang, making myself hungry here. What am I talking about? I was already hungry. I do have some Parmesan cheese. Good amount of that over the top. And go in with just a little drizzle of olive oil. I'm using this balsamic vinegar of Modena. Don't know what that is, where Modena is. So look it up. See what I'm eating here. I think I'm going to get started on this salad before this pressure cooker is totally depressurized. I could hear that pressure cooker just finished depressurizing. I'm going to let that sit for a minute while I finish this salad. Well, this swivel table has been working out so good. So glad I installed that. It really is what kind of ties this whole setup together. That and having this seat turned around. It's so awesome. Nice place to sit, to eat. Well, my main camp chair broke on me yesterday. I do have a little backpacking ultralight chair. It's not the most comfortable to sit in around camp, but I'm going to have to look into getting mine replaced or repaired. Otherwise, I think I'd be sitting outside to eat. Even though it's windy, it's not that cold. Oh, I was craving a good fresh salad. All right, salad is down. Let's see if I can serve this up without making too much of a mess. A little place for this lid here. I really only had to leave that get up to pressure and then turn the stove right off because those potatoes cook really fast under pressure. Oh, that garlic in there. Well, I guess I should do a little sip of the broth here. Oh, that's good. Oh my gosh. I am not just saying that. Of course, I'll admit, I'm hungry. That was a good hike today. Kind of pushed myself. I kept my pace up a little faster than I normally would. I tend to kind of just stroll on hikes, but I was really going for the workout. Just wanted to burn some serious calories and get my heart rate up. Okay, let's do the reveal here. See how we're looking. Look at that. See how that pork loin just shreds. You just mash it with a fork. Super tender. Like to get that all kind of broken up. Soak up more of those juices. Do the same with the potatoes. Just soft enough to get a little mash with the fork. Mixes with those juices. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so good. It is time to dig in. Let's do a little sample of that. Very good. Okay, it is cooling off out here. I'm gonna continue to eat inside. A classic meat and potatoes. I have a feeling I'm going to be passing out early tonight.